Today, we are going to test the MSI MAG Core i360 White with an Intel 14700KF, a processor. That demands a lot from any liquid cooling system. Inside the box, as always, we are obviously going to find manuals. Fans, the radiator, and the pump, of course, and the accessories. And here, I want to stop for a second, because it's already something positive. The little box that is not a box, as I am seeing images or here, it's a plastic, right? It comes with accessories for both Intel and AMD, and later I will tell you about the compatibility topics, but it's more organized. It's not a cardboard box, as always, like any other liquid cooler, where everything is mixed or in little bags. Here, it's nice because it comes separated by sections, and it always stays organized. It doesn't affect the cooler, but that's what I wanted to highlight. At first glance, I really liked it. Well, before disassembling it and testing it with the technical characteristics, we start with Intel compatibilities from LGA 1150, all until 1851, and an AMD AM4 and AM5. Includes the three 120mm second generation RGB fans. A radiator that is completely made of aluminum, with a size of 394 by 120 by 27 millimeters. The pump also comes with second generation ARGB and a maximum speed of 3,400 revolutions per minute. According to the brand, it has an approximate lifespan of 50,000 hours with normal use. I do not know what is meant by normal, whether it is browsing or playing games. Rendering, which no longer would be normal, but well, I suppose it would be normal use. Is it playing, right? I don't know, it doesn't specify either. And something very important, that the pump plate where it rests with the processor is copper. What does this mean? That, besides dissipating heat much better if we want to use liquid metal instead of thermal paste, we will be able to do so. Well, now let's get to the assembly and we will put it to the test. In this case, as I told you, I will use an Intel processor. The first thing I installed was the anchor that goes on the back part of the plate, and then the spacers. Those screws that are the ones that separate and give height are screwed into that same anchor. And finally, I changed the type of anchor of the pump because it comes with the AMD one. But well, in this case, I installed the Intel 18511. And finally, obviously, before fastening it, the thermal paste, and there, yes, we fasten it one side, another side, or the other side in a crossway, so that the pressure is well distributed when screwing it in. And now, we are going to move on to the temperature tests. The first scenario that I never or don't think that none of us will apply it, but it should always be done. It's doing the multicolor test with Cinebench. It's about doing the multicolor test with the Cinebench. But I think it was around 103 degrees. It exceeded 100 degrees. But as I always say, this is normal in almost all or most liquid cooling systems. Because of course, the teacher gives 100%. And now, in a scenario much more normal, which is the game, playing for a little while to try it out. Well, you see that the average temperatures are between 80 and 85 degrees. Those 91 degrees are from something else. Don't pay attention to it. It's just that I didn't restart the little program and it stayed in memory. But I already told you, it's more or less 80, 85 degrees. Well, with all this information, I think it's time for my opinion, right? Honestly, I have to say that those 85 degrees in games don't convince me. It seems quite high. No, a bit elevated. Why? An ideal temperature would be 60 to 65 degrees, which I achieved, with the latest all-in-one cooler from NZXT. But of course, it's 300 euros or a bit more. And a normal high temperature would be between 70 to 75 degrees. So paying 120 euros, which is what it cost me for those temperatures, doesn't seem logical or a worthwhile expense. Mainly because you can find liquid coolers like the Arctic, Fisher 3, which are a bit more affordable and achieve better temperatures, slightly better with the same CPU I use today. So yes, I have to tell you that it is very nice, it has good finishes, It is quite quiet, but in terms of performance, I think it's not the best I've tried. So I wouldn't recommend it 100%. Oh, and when I checked the price on Amazon for which I had bought it, I found this little message. Well, I think there's nothing more to say. So my friends, that's it for today's review. I think this is the fastest review I've done, but I think you have all the information. If I don't get tangled up, I start talking too much and make a very long video. So let's get to what we came to hear or see in this video. So well, I hope it helped you, that you liked it. I invite you to check out my AliExpress Argentina Deals channel. On Telegram, also my website where you will also find AliExpress offers, guides, tips, a lot of things. So as I said, here's the review. Thank you very much for being there, and see you in the next video.
Goodbye.